Imagine walking on one leg. Imagine not being able to express that angst and pain. Just imagine. Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. It all started a year and a half ago. I had just lost my grandpa. I had also got my third semester results. I had got a 69%, just 1% away from a distinction. It made me a very angry person, which in turn showed on my regular performance, my family, my friends. I began to question my luck, my fate. Wait, was I making a mountain out of a molehill? They say that the universe conspires to give you the answers when you need them the most. And one day, the answers began to show. I was walking home one hot afternoon near my neighbor's house when I heard a whine under my neighbor's car. I looked down and found a very cute puppy. You see, I'm a sucker for dogs, but at that time, all I wanted to do was just go home. At home, I happened to mention it to my sister Anju. She went out, came back after some time, looking very depressed. The puppy needs our help, she said. I ignored her and continued to eat. Please, she begged, please, let's go give it a shelter. I continued to ignore her, when suddenly she made her final offer. I'll give you 100 rupees for it if you come with me. I was broke at that time, so 100 did not seem like such a bad idea. Sighing, I got up, fetched a basket, and put the puppy inside. It smelled like a garbage can. It had tufts of hair missing. But overall, it was as cute as a button. On our way to the shelter, my negative thoughts persisted. All I could think about was how hot the afternoon was, or how dirty the dog was, or how busy the road was. At the shelter, the owner, Mr. Thomas, cuddled the puppy and gave it to one of his assistants. As I looked around the well-maintained shelter, something furry came up against my leg. Startled, I looked around to find a chocolate brown dog. She had the most beautiful eyes. It was filled with so much of energy. She would either try to bark, or cuddle at my feet, or lick my hand, or try to jump. Yes, try. She had a hind leg missing. I was shocked. I looked at her, I looked at the owner, and all I could manage to say was, how? She was my neighbor's dog, he said. She was neglected because she was of no use. And one rainy day, my daughter rescued her from being ill-treated. So we named her after Sparkle, my daughter. What an apt name, I thought, as I looked at her playing with my sister. She was so full of energy, so contagious. She didn't seem to care that she didn't have a leg. She didn't seem to care that she couldn't express her pain. And for the first time in many, many days, I smiled. That hot afternoon, I went home walking, not caring a bit about the hot weather or anything for that matter, but keeping in mind a lesson well learned. That winter, I got my revaluation marks. I got a 73% with a distinction. That winter, Sparkle died. But she lives on in that puppy we brought into the shelter, whom we named after. She lives on in me. And I know she lives on in all of you here, who with all your difficulties know that everything will be all right. I know for a fact that all of you believe in happily ever after. All we need to do is hold on to our belief, hold on to our hopes and dreams, and that surreal imagination which leads us to it. And most important of all, continue our pursuit of happiness. Now, Toastmasters, imagine walking on one leg. Imagine not being able to express your angst and pain. Now imagine dealing with all this with a bounce in your step and a sparkle in your eye. Just imagine. Over to you.